イブだ。そして多くの同胞のために勝利を信じ力を尽くすのみ。
一か八か幼者を狙うか。この戦い分の悪い賭けみたいなもんだな。
仕方ないよ、今回は相手が悪すぎる。
幼者はこの門の向こうか。よし、このまま幼者の元まで駆け抜ける。守備体制を取れ。
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a stream I wasn't planning on doing. So, fun story. I was supposed to be streaming Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance today because that's what won the poll, which the whole point of me doing those polls is to decide what I'm gonna be playing. So that did win. By a landslide. Like, it won by a lot. But the issue is that I forgot to install the game. God, I feel so stupid. Because I had uninstalled it because I needed footage for other games that I had on Steam. So I uninstalled that to, install a bunch of other games that I needed footage for. I did get the footage for that stuff, so I did have enough space to install it, but now it's saying it's going to take like an hour and a half to fucking install, which obviously I'm not going to wait that long and like try to do something different. So instead, this weekend we're going to be streaming Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate Definitive Edition. We're going to be playing some more of the story mode to try to unlock characters. There's still a lot of stages that I need to play through, so it should be a relatively productive stream. It's not just like me throwing on Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate because there's nothing else that I could play. I actually do want to play and need to play this game. But yeah, we're going to be starting Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance next weekend. Also, hello Brian, hello Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate, hello Zach. Valentino, I Hate Strike Freedom, and Jazzwind, welcome. You did hear game audio. That was like just a demo that plays if you sit on the start menu for too long, because I actually cannot control anything other than the game with my mouse and keyboard. So I had to start the stream and then start the game literally a second later. So I was just sitting at the start menu while I was getting like sharing the links and stuff. Hello, Casper. Welcome. Oh my god. I've never had this beer before. I went to the farmer's market with my mom and dad the other day, and there was a little small brewing company that was selling their stuff there, and I was like, hey, do you have a red ale? Because that's kind of my thing. I like Irish red. And they were like, well, this is the closest. It's an English? Yeah, an English ale. And it's red in color, but it's not technically a red ale, but like, yeah, it's pretty good. I would drink this again. So that's the Bagside Proper Pub Ale. Oh, Bogside, sorry. So shout out to Bogside, thank you. For the good beer. Ugh. But, oh my god. I spent most of today, I spent the morning getting more gameplay footage for a big video that I have planned around unplugging the Wii U once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles X. And then I got to reorganizing the collection that's like over on this side of the room, because that's where all the manga and movies are. So like all of our DVDs, Blu-rays, VHSs, graphic novels, manga, it's all over there. So reorganized this, built some new shelves. We got more shelving to house all of our manga, which just barely fits even now with more shelves. So that's fun. And we have some lent out to some friends, so that's gonna be a lot of fun. Have you unlocked all the weapons in Dynasty Warriors 3 yet? I have not. God, I should probably play Dynasty Warriors 3 again. But the issue is, I was playing with the emulator PCSX2, but when I was playing it earlier, I was playing Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends, and because I had streamed it when I did the Scuff stream, and what had happened was I started Lubu's story, and I think I actually finished Lubu's story on that stream, but the issue was that after a recent update, my save file is corrupted, and even if I delete that save file and create a new one, it still says the save file is corrupted. So I now cannot play Dynasty Warriors 3 Extreme Legends. Guess fuck me. I can play Vanilla 3, which I already have a save file with everything unlocked anyways, just to grab footage. But, yeah. Also, yes, the Gengar collection in the background. That's in the background of, like, every single live stream. Think there is a way to transfer a PS2 memory card data? I don't know if that's the issue, because the issue was that, like, I could load the same save file before that recent update, and after that recent update, can't load my save file in 3 Extreme Legends. Okay, well, I think it's time that we jump into the stream, actually play the game. Oh. Also, I'm not going to wear my headphones because I'm having that issue again where I can't turn down the fucking volume, no matter what I do. But yeah, like, if I go to move my mouse, this is what happens. So yeah, Warriors Orochi 3 Ultimate has keyboard and mouse controls. Obviously, I prefer to play with an actual controller. How's all of my levels doing? Can I just random? Oh, no, I cannot random. Let's try to keep people around level 25. But let's still... We're going to do a random character every single stage. Oh, excuse me. Load save from the options? I did try that, and that didn't work for me. I don't know if the older version of the emulator is still available, and I don't know what version number it is. Because there was a period where PCSX wouldn't recognize the save file, and then a period where it was recognizing the save file, and then suddenly, just no. Need Shaho Yuen? Okay, who, where? Oh my god, I don't have him unlocked. Oh yeah, change everybody's costume, at least cycle through one. Everyone's good for preparation, I think. Alright, let's just get going. I don't know if I have my MC.
Yoma と英雄たちの戦いが熾烈を極める中、勢いを増したヨーマ軍は大軍で遠州へと攻め寄せていた。
この地にはヨーマの闇。
Oh, excuse me. Also, I am playing, excuse me. I am playing with, oh, what's it called? Oh my god. The thing that gives me better graphics. Like, if I hit home, I have all of these. Reshade! There it is, right there. So I do have Reshade. I don't have a whole lot of stuff checked off anymore. Mostly because I am looking for just a slight improvement. Not a major improvement, just a slight improvement to everything. And I feel like I got that with what I have here. So let's get into it. I still have a lot of characters to unlock, a lot of stages to play through. It does disappoint me to no end that characters like Cao Ren still have their vanilla weapons instead of their Empire's weapons, because, like, Shu Shu was in this game, but those weapons aren't. To me, that is stupid. I don't think we would ever see Attack on Titan in a Warriors game unless they get licenses and like put a bunch of anime characters into one game. That I could see. That would honestly be pretty fucking awesome. Like, I think a Jump Warriors game would be Oh, I think I do have it then. If it's what allows you to copy and save and delete save files, because I have had to do that. I think with when I downloaded a couple of save files just to like have all the weapons and items in Dynasty Warriors 3, 4, and 5 for PS2, so that, you know, if I needed gameplay footage, I wouldn't have to start from scratch with those. Because most of the time, if it's 4, I'm going to get 4 hyper footage. If it's 5, I'm going to get 5 special footage. Like, I'm only going to play the PS2 version if it's like, I need that specific gameplay footage, and I don't want to have to fucking work towards getting everybody up to max level and shit. To me, it's just, if there's a save file out there that I can just download, why not? But I am looking forward to playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance next weekend, because I've been wanting to play that game forever. And of course I'm going to play the PC version. I'm not going to play the 360 version like some pleb. I want to have 1080 graphics with, you know, or 1080 resolution with the good graphics and good frame rate. Because, you know, 7th generation of consoles, or was it 6th? No. 6 was PS2 and 3, or original Xbox and GameCube, wasn't it? Oh my god, I can't remember now. Fuck. But yeah, like, the generation with PS3 and 360, like, games weren't known for running the greatest. God, with that little bit that Reshade is doing by giving this game, like, more color, sharpening some things up, like, it looks so much better. Hey, Smiley Knight! You see it? Just playing some Warriors Orochi 3? Oh, a PC port of Legends of Troy would be great. I still don't think it's that great of a Warriors game, but it's still worth it to play and experience. In my opinion, anyways. So there's not really any DLC weapons. There are some, like, joke weapons and stuff put in, so, like, I don't think all of the DLC weapons would be in here, but most of them are. These ones are all from 7. Yeah, I don't think 3 is gonna be coming out on Switch in the West. Call it a hunch, I just don't think it's gonna happen at this point. Mind you, they released this on PC, like, just randomly. Well, I think the main reason why it feels like it's not a Warriors game is because it's not made by Omega Force. It's like the only Warriors game that isn't developed by Omega Force. Because it was actually developed by Koei Tecmo Canada. And, like, you can tell that it wasn't developed in-house. And, I mean, technically it's in-house, but it's not the same team. Like, it's not even the B team or the C team working on it. It's a completely different team that's working on it. And you can tell how different it is compared to, like, any other Warriors game. Even games that aren't considered part of the Musou franchise that, like, the fans would consider. like Dragon Quest Heroes and Persona 5 Strikers. Like, there's a noticeable difference in the overall feel of everything. This is the best Orochi game, in my opinion. Hands down. There's just so much content, so much replayability. Brian, I was in the same boat with Xenoblade Chronicles X. I was like, I don't want to play through it on Wii U because I have a feeling that as soon as I finish it, that's when they're going to announce a port to the Switch. And then I was like, no, this is now my duty to finish this game on Wii U so that Nintendo will put it out on Switch. Because, my god, why is Xenoblade Chronicles X not on Switch yet? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. So, like, it's even become a running joke with me and some friends being like, I'll get messages from them being like, so have you finished Xenoblade Chronicles X yet? I want to play it on Switch. You gotta finish it. Oh, shit. I was not paying attention. Well, we get to pick a different team this time. Dianwei, I'll take that. Chu Huang, also take that. Now this is a good team. What costume do I want, though? You know what? Let's go. Oh, do I not have... I don't have his Dynasty Warriors 5 outfit. Well, then, you know what? Let's go Strike Force. Let's go full-on Strike Force. I've never used Dianwei, apparently, in this. So... he's finally getting some playtime. See, I think that Warriors All-Stars is a good game, just with a bad execution. Like, they could have done it so much better to add replayability, but they didn't. Like, the different stories, character-specific stories, is a great idea. I think, you know, God, words are tough, guys. I just got finished, like, well, technically I'm not even finished. There's still stuff that needs to be put away. I just got finished, essentially, building 2 more shelves for our manga. And, like, I had to take everything off of the shelves, put them back on, because, like, we have a lot of stuff that we've accrued over the years. So I'm one of those collectors that will go to the thrift shop and be like, okay, let me look through the VHSs. Let me look through the books to see if I find one manga that I don't have that I want. Let me look through the CDs. Maybe I'll find a PS1 game that they've put in with the CDs. That sort of thing. Like, I will do that. I will take the time to look for that stuff. If I'm in the area. I don't go to the thrift shop or the pawn shop, like, with the purpose of, like, oh, I need to go because it's a Wednesday kind of thing. It's like, oh, I'm in the area. I might as well stop in and see if I can find something worthwhile. And that's how I found, like, I collect anime VHSs. I have quite a few, actually. Like, we've got the usual Dragon Ball Z, Pokemon, Sailor Moon, but I've got Ayane's High Kick. I've got a couple of the Tenchi Muyo VHSs. I have the Mortal Kombat, the animated series, or the animated movie on VHS. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I will collect, is the weird shit. Like, I don't do a whole lot of reading of books, but I was reading, kind of like a documentary-type book about, the history of heavy metal and how it started, how it became popular, and one of the big things was that there was a lot of tape trading going on. So, like, people would buy tapes in Canada and the US and then send them over to Europe to be like, hey, these are the metal acts that are popular in our area. Can you send us some of the metal acts that are popular in your area? And, like, it would be like pen pals, except there would be letters and cassette tapes that they would send. So, I collect a lot of the heavy metal cassettes. You don't see a whole lot of those at the pawn shops, though. Like, most... Well, not pawn shops. You see a few of them at the pawn shop, but at the thrift shop, you mostly see country, whatever was popular at the time of, like, the 70s and a little bit of the early 80s. But you don't see a whole lot of the like, 80s metal, like the hair metal stuff. So, like, I've got a couple of Motley Crue cassette tapes. I've got a couple of the Judas Priest. Got Screaming for Vengeance, obviously. That was actually how I practiced my singing, was singing along to Screaming for Vengeance in my first car that did not have a CD deck. It had a cassette deck. Oh yeah, and like, what I love about the VHSs, especially Dragon Ball Z, every season has like a picture on one side. So like, if you line up all of the VHSs, it makes a picture for that season, which is really fucking cool. Just remembered I should probably switch my characters every once in a while. Crimson Sea definitely needs to make a comeback. Like, oh my god. The first Crimson Sea specifically is really fucking good. I enjoyed Crimson Sea 2, but I feel like the story was executed so much better in the first game. Like, I feel like in the second game, I'm just playing through random stages, and then every so often, I progress the story. But with Crimson Sea 1, it's like you're progressing the story with every stage, so it feels like you're, you know, actually making progress, and you're being productive every time you play it. With the second game, I always felt like it was up in the air if I was being productive, or if I was doing things right, or if I was just, like, doing the extra stuff. But, like, gameplay-wise, it was always fun. Well, you see, I heard, before I even played Crimson Sea 1, I had played Crimson Sea 2, and I heard a lot of people saying that the first game was almost like Mass Effect back in the day. And I was like, okay, is it actually that good? Because I've never actually played Mass Effect, which is another game that I could throw on the Tuesday stream, because it's going to be... I feel like Mass Effect is a longer game, so I wouldn't want it on the Sunday stream. Or at least it's one of those games that I will want to spend my time with. But yeah, I think Crimson Sea, it's not as good as what I would feel would be like pre Mass Effect, but I think it's a fucking good game. And if they gave it some quality of life improvements, like change the control scheme so that it's not tank controls, give it a more modern feeling, like when you're wielding your spear, make it so that, you know, it feels just like a normal action game, but when you got your gun out, make it feel like a first-person shooter. Like, change the control schemes, but not to the point where it's going to feel like you've got completely different games. That is good beer. God. They said they were going to have their Irish Red at their stand next weekend. So now I'm excited. Now I'm excited to actually get their Island Red, or their Irish Red. Crimson Sea 1 is an Xbox exclusive game. Yes. It is also not backwards compatible on 360 or on Xbox One and Series. Like, it's one of those games that is just stuck on the Xbox. And if it became backwards compatible, that would be all I would care about. Like, if they made it backwards compatible on Xbox One and Series, my god, I would, like, literally drop what I'm playing at that point and be like, okay, this is taking over. Yeah, Diao-chan, like, her divine, or whatever the Strike Force costume is called, I forget, but it reminds me a lot of Shiva from Final Fantasy. I remember being like a teenager and seeing them being like, oh, I shouldn't be seeing this. Now I'm an adult being like, where's the nipples? How come Mario gets nipples in fucking Mario Odyssey, but Gan Ning is not allowed nipples in Dynasty Warriors 7 and 8? Yes! Chelsea didn't know there were Mario nips. Google it! That's one game that I should play on stream sometime, is Mario Odyssey, because I still have a lot of stars or shines or whatever it's called to get. The nipples are fully modeled in Dynasty Warriors 9? What? I thought they were just, like, part of the texture mapping. Dang. Oh, moons. Thank you, Profar. Everything just kind of blended in my head. Also, hello, and hi, Terry. Oh, that is so good. Dynasty Warriors 9. It's a 10 out of 10 game now. It's got the nips. That's all I need. It has the jiggle physics. It's got the nips. It's perfection. Oh god, I think I'm going the wrong way. I think I have to go up here. I'm gonna have to jump off of this bridge. Hopefully there's no, like, invisible wall that stops me from jumping down. Good, good. Yeah, there's nothing worse than having to babysit somebody. Like, there's a reason why a lot of people hate escort missions in games. Or games that are just escort missions. Like, you have to do it right. I haven't played enough of Resident Evil 4 to really build an opinion on it, but as annoying as Ashley is, they do a good job of making it so it's not just annoying the entire time. Like with Dynasty Warriors, modern Dynasty Warriors, I don't mind the fact that my allies are weak, because so are my enemies. I can just plow through the enemies, and I don't need to worry too much about my allies, except, you know, they still die, like earlier in the stream, when I wasn't paying attention, because I barely pay any sort of attention when I'm playing on my own. You think I pay attention while I'm streaming? Come on. Pay attention in this economy? Oh, the amount of times I've had my commander die in Samurai Warriors 2 is insane. I never really bothered to pay attention to the morale system in any Warriors game. See, Zach, you get me. Also, the facial hair is slowly growing back. I thought this is what it would look like by, like, the 20th. But we're on, like, the 12th. So, you know, I should have a relatively okay amount of facial hair by the end of the month when I shave down to just a mustache. Which, yes, you guys are gonna see that. God, I'll need to check and see what day of the week, the 30th is, so I can plan to film my shaving. Excuse me. No, you know what I'm surprised? we haven't had a Warriors spin-off of yet? Atelier. Atelier has been prime real estate for a Warriors spin-off. I know I didn't have that much facial hair, but come on, Zach. I know it took me a while to actually, like, get used to myself with, like, no facial hair. The more you shave, the faster it grows back. I don't know about that, because, like, I shaved the sides all the time. I kept the chin and the mustache. But I shaved the sides, and those are the ones that the sides are not coming in nearly as fast as the chin and the mustache. You're killing me. Maybe I should go up this way with Kasumi. Oh god. Profar, don't get me scared. I already left her. Oh, probably. Oh no. No! Fuck! Man, fuck this stage. Maybe I should just go in with, like, one of my stronger characters and just fucking have at it. Yeah, Profar, it's your fault. It's not my fault for leaving my ally to just fend for themselves. Yeah, fuck it. Let's just destroy. Absolutely, utterly destroy this stage. Now, what costume do I want? Let's do that. Fuck it. Still loses? Probably. With my track record? Yeah, this is my main 3. These are the 3 that I always go for, whether it's this game or 4. I've already got their mystic weapons, because I think I got those on stream. I think I even picked easy, so this is gonna be an absolute walk in the park. One hit. Oh, this is gonna be good. Proper use of what term? I have also been trying to keep up with the youngins. There is some slang that I just don't understand, and like I can't think of any examples, but there is definitely slang that I do not understand, and it took me a while to like understand some things. Like cap, I thought that was like, oh my god, now I'm second guessing myself about what cap means. Does it? Isn't that like all like lies essentially? What is the proper use of the term Riz? Is like that's like your Chel said charisma. I mean, essentially. But is that where the word comes from? How you doing, fellow kids? Yes, that is me. I am Steve Buscemi. I have become the Buscemi. This is what it's like to be a 90s kid. A literal 90s kid. I was born 1990. I grew up with my frickin' Shania Twain and Nirvana. You kids and your Justin Biebers. Your Taylor Swift. The only Swift I knew was the one that my Eevee would use. Too old to be learning slang. He's Boomer Jet? No! Oh, no. Yeah, I will admit, older Bieber's stuff, not so bad. Like, some of his newer stuff is kind of catchy. What was that one that was, like, used in a lot of TikToks? Where it's like, I'll be fucked up if it can't be right here. God, what's the name of that song? That is fucking me up now. But I guess it's technically he's a featured artist on that song, so it's not his. don't think anyone foresaw Pokemon Go. Yep. Yep. In 2 years' time, it will be the 25th anniversary of the Muso franchise. Excuse me. You finally made it, did you, horse? Fine, you know what? I think you're... No, I don't think you're actually faster than me.
困難ならば対決し乗り越えるまで本陣が落ちないよう視力を尽くす
See, the thing is, like, my personal opinion is just to be yourself. If that means, like, if your whole personality is to be up on what is trending and, like, you actually enjoy that stuff, like, all the power to you. Like, I'm not going to get mad at an 80-year-old woman trying to get into Justin Bieber because, like, what? People aren't allowed to enjoy what they enjoy? But, like, why force yourself to get into something if you're not actually into it, you know? Just to, like, be in it crowd or something like that. Like, you won't see me playing Fortnite because... Not because I think it's a stupid game, but because I just don't like it. How dare you enjoy things? I am miserable and therefore you should be too. Me. Yeah, and like, as a kid, I was probably like that because, you know, you're young and stupid and you think you know everything. Like, I definitely made fun of people for enjoying pop, and I wouldn't say I made fun of them, but I like, how the fuck could you like pop or country or whatever? And now I'm like, fucking Johnny Cash, turn that shit up. Oh, is that Backstreet Boys? God, you better fucking crank that. Yeah. Like, I think I was one of those kids that wanted to grow up just to, like, have my own life kind of thing. And now that I do, I'm like, oh, fuck. I miss not having a job and just being able to play video games all summer long and not give a shit. I wouldn't bully you. I would just be like, what's the point? Like, you should listen to heavy metal. Like, I was one of those kids that was like, oh, all I listened to was heavy metal. Yeah, I started to diversify when I was probably in my second year of high school, and I took, like, music history and shit. When I started to, like, actually get an interest in music in general, and then I was like, wait, the Beatles are actually good? Wait, the Beatles are actually fantastic? Why didn't anybody tell me this? And now, like, I've got a playlist of songs that I enjoy singing while in the car, and I would say a good 25% of all Beatles music is in that playlist. Very nice. I wanted to be a musician. I even, like, put all of my time and energy into guitar, into singing, and, like, I even recorded 1 album's worth of music. So I've got an EP actually out of all songs that I wrote for Chelsea. You can find it on my Bandcamp. Whoops. It's free. But I actually did get CDs made of it. I don't think I have a CD readily available, but I did get CDs made of my EP. I have 100 made. All but 2 were sold. And that was probably, oh my god, maybe like 10 years ago? God, has it been that long since I put out my album? Fuck. But it's all like singer-songwriter stuff. Just me, an acoustic guitar, and the odd time an electric guitar for solos. I would love to actually get back into a studio and record some actual, like, rock, punk, metal stuff. I would definitely be more like grunge, post-grunge stuff now, because, like, that is definitely where I feel more comfortable with my voice, is singing along to shit like Alice in Chains, Gemini Syndrome. Hell, I'll fucking sing Bodies by Drowning Pool. That shit. Even better than Bodies is the song Sinner. That song, the opening to their first album, is so fucking good. But, like, Stone Sour is another band that I would probably sound closer to if I were to make my own album again. The tough part is actually, like, finding the time to write my own music again. Because, I was thinking about doing a TikTok of, me singing to, War Pigs. That's another one that that, like, just the vocals on War Pigs is such a fun song to sing along to. But, like, that's the thing. Like, as of right now, I would only be able to do covers. Because I don't have any original stuff. And I even forget how to play a lot of the songs that I wrote back in the day. I'd have to relearn them. There. I finally finished that one stage. We're an hour into the stream and I've finished one stage. And I'm playing on easy. Fuck my life. But cool story with music though. My mom just got my great grandfather's, it could just be great grandfather's guitar, because it was supposed to go to my grandmother, but somebody else laid claim over it, and their health is deteriorating, so the family decided to give it to my mom to give to me because of my history with music. So that is really cool. My parents are going to take it to actually get it fixed up so that it's playable. Actually, let me... I will be right back. See? I said I would be right back. So, I've got a guitar here. This guitar is very old. Like, I'm talking 60s, I think? Late 50s, early 60s. When my grandmother passed away, my grandfather, for the longest time, he wasn't getting back into dating or anything, and he did meet somebody else, and she was cleaning out her attic and found this old guitar. I think it was her father's, maybe an ex-husband. I can't remember the exact details. But anyways, they gave it to me. I got it fixed up, and now it's fully playable. And look at this fucking beauty. Look at this. This is... It's so cool. And it even has, like, the original leather strap. But, like... I haven't played it in a while, so it's probably... No, it's not too poorly tuned. Let's hear Wonderwall. I haven't played guitar in so long. Yeah, I do need to get back into playing guitar. Just cause, like, I enjoy music too much not to actually play guitar. I have, like, several guitars, too. So I should probably get back into playing it at some point. I've really been meaning to make more music, play more music. I've even thought about... It would be cool to do, like, acoustic covers of some of the Warriors songs. Like, just, like, chill acoustic versions of some of the songs that we know and love, or even, like, just do acoustic covers of some of the, like, the gallery, themes. Or, like, the encyclopedia theme from Dynasty Warriors 4. And, like, I don't have a way right now to record any sort of drums or something, so that's why, like, I can't just easily do rock stuff. Actually, what costumes do I have? Yeah, I think I'll just leave it like that. Change over to Pangda. Let's buy Ding Feng a 4-star. Buy that for slots. Yeah, we want that. Diligence for sure. Slay. Absorption. Destruction, we'll get rid of that. There, I think that's good. Alright. Oh, we have new stages in Chapter 1? Okay. These should be easier. Like, what baffles me is the fact that fucking Pangda has the club, but somebody like Huang Guy doesn't have his like boat blade thing, and Cao Ren doesn't have his shield weapon. Strike Force is good if you have friends to play it with you. It's not as much fun by yourself. Like, it's not bad, but it's definitely not going to be... It's not built around solo play. I would love to play Strike Force again, and, like, do it live on stream with other people. I think that would be a whole lot of fun. My main worry would be, are we going to have enough people every single week to play it? Do we play with randos, or do we try to, like, round up a group of other content creators? You know? Oh, am I actually going to unlock Xiahou Yuan now? Next is a pretty simple game. It's kind of like Empire's Light. I loved playing Dynasty Warriors Next on Vita. I actually bought my copy of Next before I had a Vita, because somebody at the Best Buy had priced it incorrectly at half the price. So I was like, oh, fuck, I'm not letting this slide. And it clearly said on the price tag, Dynasty Warriors Next, so maybe it was on sale at one point, and then they never changed the price sticker. This was back before they had, like, those digital signs. But, yeah, I had to buy it. I couldn't let that slip. Man, everybody's been clamoring for an Orochi Empires to the point where, why hasn't Koei done this yet? Like, even I would love to see a Orochi Empires. God damn it. I have not had enough coffee today, apparently. Speaking of which, I should probably prep up my pot of coffee for tomorrow. Because I'm out of, like, the ground stuff. Now I just have beans that I have to grind myself, and I usually wake up before Chelsea does. I don't want to wake them up with the... Oh yeah, the online still works. At least it did like a couple of years ago. And I haven't heard anything about it being taken down. I feel like people would talk about that in the community. I mean, technically, Zhang Liao's weapon is Zhang Liao's Dynasty Warrior 6 weapon, because they are twin axes, not twin glaives, which is what Peng De's Dynasty Warriors 5 weapon was. So technically, you're speaking of two different weapons, my friend. Mike Trap, get me on actually. Sam Reich, Mike Trap, I'm here. I'm ready. I need to watch more actually. I've only watched the stuff that's been uploaded to YouTube. So, like, I need to get Dropout and just fucking binge watch that and Game Changer. Dream IP, given the Warriors treatment, I gotta say Lord of the Rings. Like that, a Lord of the Rings Muso game would be fucking fantastic. But what would you call it Warriors of the Rings? Warriors of Mordor? A Fellowship of Warriors? I don't fucking know what you would call it, but whatever you call it, a Lord of the Rings Muso game would be fantastic. Especially if you covered The Hobbit and the actual Lord of the Rings story. Warriors of Isengard. Yes. Cause like, I feel I'm imagining like two different stories. The one that follows the hobbits, so that would follow Bilbo throughout the Hobbit, and Sam and Frodo throughout the trilogy. And then another one that follows the dwarves throughout the Hobbit, and the other group, like Gimli, Legolas, and so on. And, like, the story that follows The Hobbit could be similar to what we see in Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage, where it's more like a beat-em-up, whereas the other group of people, because they're usually more like an army, like, that would be them, that would be the more Muso-style gameplay. I think a Star Wars Warriors game would also be fantastic. Is there a Star Wars game called Jedi Warriors? Because if not, there we go. I think a King Arthur Warriors game would also be really good. Didn't Koei, like, I don't know if they announced it or if they just, like, got the copyrights for a King Arthur game. I don't know if it was for a King Arthur Muso game or if it was just King Arthur. Either way, I think a King Arthur Muso game would be fantastic. I haven't watched past maybe the second season, but that time I got reincarnated as a slime. Would be another perfect Muso game. And from what I've heard, Koei actually helps with funding, or like is on the board of directors when it comes to that time I got reincarnated as a slime. So it is likely that it would happen. It's just whether it will happen is the other thing. The only thing Warcraft that I have ever consumed is the movie, but I would be down for a Warcraft Warriors. Warriors Craft, if you will. Sword Art Online is one that I haven't tried to consume because I've heard mixed things about it. Like, I've heard that the first few episodes are, like, really fucking cool and super unique, and then it becomes, like, this generic harem fantasy anime. Which, I have nothing against generic fantasy anime harems. It's just that if the initial concept catches me too much, then I'm really gonna dislike the generic anime harem. In terms of gameplay, which do I think is the best? I would probably say 8. Dynasty Warriors 8 is so good. Like, the combat is super solid. Every character has a completely unique weapon. If you get all the DLC, you even have more weapons than that. Plus, like, there's so much replayability if you really want to go for literally 100%. Which, if it weren't for the fact that I already had the PC already set up for streaming, I would have probably streamed Dynasty Warriors 8 today. Actually, I was going to stream a Wukong platformer that came out on PS4, but like I said, I was like, nah, I've already got this stream set up for PC. I'd have to, like, change my cord so that the PS5 footage comes on this monitor. Like, it's too much of a hassle for me to switch from streaming PC to streaming console. At least if I was already planning to stream on a console and I just forgot to install the game, I could have just, like, switched which console was turned on, because it's all put in through HDMI switchers and splitters and shit, so that, like, it's all going to one output. But I do plan to stream that Wukong platformer at some point. I imagine it'll only take one stream, because How Long to Beat says it's like an hour, I think. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, Dynasty Warriors 7 worked so well because it was just an evolution on what 5 and previously had already established. Like, I did really enjoy Samurai Warriors 5, but I feel like if they had just given us the same weapons for the returning characters as they already had, and then created those new weapons for the new characters, like, none of us would complain. Like, I honestly feel like the biggest thing that holds back Samurai Warriors 5 is the clones. What? Someone modded the Hulao Gate mission from Dynasty Warriors 4 into Warcraft 3. Yo. That is actually fucking cool. I'm gonna have to look that up. Somebody put that in the Discord, because I am going to forget by the time this stream is over. I am actually going to forget when this stream is over. I know that. Alright, well, I'm going to take a quick little break. I'm going to fill up some water, go to the washroom, and then we will be right back. So grab yourself a little snack, grab yourself another drink, and we'll be right back. And we are back! Actually, Chelsea suggested something that would be absolutely hilarious if I was actually able to do it and have something like the DVD screen where it, like, just, like, slowly goes across the screen and then bounces. And then everybody would go insane when it's, like, just hits the corner. Also, hello, Lady Neo. Welcome to the stream. Hey, don't be sorry. Things will always get in the way of being able to join the stream, and so anytime you're able to join, I appreciate it. Oh my god. Ugh. Fuck. I need a fucking... I had 2 weeks off at the end of September, and yet, like... I feel like I need another week or 2 off. Fuck. You know, I haven't actually played through a Star Ocean game. I think I've played a little bit of the PS2 game. And maybe a little bit of the PSP game? I think those are the only 2 that I've played, and it's been like... I played the opening. Like the prologue or chapter 1 or whatever, and that's it. That's as far as I got. Broccoli cheddar soup. Fuck, you're making me hungry. I have snacks that I could probably crack into. Just to have, like, something to sate this hunger. My karaoke song list is hella heavy metal. Like, let's quickly go check out my singing playlist. Let's just take a look at some of the first couple of songs that pop up. Well, Bohemian Rhapsody by Queen. Not quite heavy metal, but if you're a metalhead and you don't like Bohemian Rhapsody, you're wrong. I'm sorry. The Touch, Stan Bush. Like, one of the best songs in the world. Blow Me Away by Breaking Benjamin from Halo 2. Twisted Transistor by Korn. There's 1,000 better Korn songs than that, but... There we go. Cult of Personality by Living Colour. Fuck, that is a great song to sing. Reborn by Stone Sour. Holiday by Green Day. Creep by Radiohead. Cancer, My Chemical Romance. Sound of Madness by Shinedown. Like, that's the kind of shit that's on my karaoke, like, singing in the car playlist. How many platinums do I have? I don't remember. I know there's a couple of games that I did play just because they were easy platinums. That would... What? Chelsea asked Zach, would you wear a maid uniform while doing that? Hey, I already cook and clean. What? I don't sew. You're hired. Well, Terry, once we get into, like, my ADHD playlist, that's where... Like, there are some usual, like, normal songs in there, because, like, my ADHD playlist is both songs that make my brain do the fun things, and then some songs that just give me the hit of nostalgia. Like, you will definitely find Electric Callboy on my ADHD playlist. Oh, Zach? Chelsea and I are fucked as well. Darude Sandstorm is definitely in my ADHD playlist. How could it not be in my playlist? Let's get into actually trying to find... There, Zhanghe. Three years celibate? Oh. Is that by choice? Yeah. Oh yeah, I was gonna go through all of these costumes and change the colors to be their alternate colors from, like, the actual games. Oh, excuse me. Kind of choice, kind of raised standards. Well, that last one, I'm happy for you. It's good to have standards.
That's Marley, I'm dating you.
Excuse me. God. I guess we'll do this stage. Just looking for my lozenges.
幼女の出現に勢いを得た妖魔軍は人間たちの一大拠点小田原城を攻略しようとしていた。
この戦を美しく彩る。
Oh, I'm trying my best, Zach. It still fucking weirds me out that they decided to omit the nipples. Like, why? Would that have gotten them a worse rating, like, in Japan? Are there rules around showing nipples in Japan? Is that what's going on? Like, even Dodomeki over there doesn't have nips. Oh. They're on my side. The nipples are copyrighted. Like, now that I think about it, has there been any, like, mods to add the nipples back? Like, I feel like that would have been the simplest mod. Somebody just adds, like, a couple pixels to some textures, then you're golden. Terry, release the nips! That was the purpose of that hashtag. Not just so that people could walk around with their nips out, it was so that the copyrights to the nipples would be released. I love the conversations that happen on these streams. But we deserve them! How dare you hide them behind your copywriting? We have a God-given right to the nips. Hello, Menace. Welcome to the worst time to just jump into a street. I love that my punning is rubbing off on you over the years. Sassy, yes, but punny. But I feel like you've become more punny over the years. Probably thanks to me. Speaking of puns, I came up with a good one the other day. If he worked for Tim Hortons, would his name be Michael Double Double? I thought of a couple of other good ones, and I was like, I should write those down and, like, make TikToks with them. Did I write them down? Nope. I was like, I'll remember to write this down when I sit down next and have my phone with me. I did not. See, that was the folly, is to think that I would remember. God, I love the level of detail they gave to every character. Like, all of the cloned movesets, like fucking Sun Quan here and Cao Cao, have different attacks. Like, I just love that they did that. That level of detail is so good. Like, was his third? Yes. Well, C4, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Ugh. Excuse me. Ooh, his C1 is different. A lot of his charge attacks are different. Damn. Like, I love that. It makes me want to play as those cloned characters more, just to appreciate their movesets. Like, Sima Yi's moveset has a lot of his moves from Dynasty Warriors 5 in the mix. You know what? I'm gonna have Sima Yi in my party next. Oh, nice. I need to get all the other mystic weapons. I literally only got Shahodun, Keiji, and Achilles so far. I will say it disappoints me that the alternate costumes don't, like, if you set somebody as one costume, it doesn't carry over when they're NPC. Wait, his C2 is different? I think that's his C2 from Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5, isn't it? I don't think I unlocked any characters from that. Nope, just another stage. Do we have any Samurai Warriors characters who are decent? I'll take Nobunaga. And then what about an Orochi character? Yeah, I haven't played as Seme. I feel weird reading his name as Seme Abe, because I've seen it and heard it said as Seme no Abe in so many different things. Yeah, we'll keep him in that out. Well, we could have the matching. You know what? Fuck it. Let's have them matching. And yeah, let's leave you in that costume. Might as well level you up to 25 and you as well. Well, as close as I can get. Man, a Warriors game with only the Orochi characters would be fantastic, in my opinion. Especially if they actually did it based on all of the different stories where each of these characters came from. Like, a Journey to the West Warriors game, please, God, let that happen. Let that fucking happen. Oh, I only have a 3-star weapon for you. That's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm uneasy, so it shouldn't make that much of a difference. I would absolutely be down for more Warriors games based on, like, not just history, but also mythology. Like, let's switch over to Samae. Like, yeah, you got this move, that's normal. 1, 2, 3. Oh, whoopsies. 1, 2, 3. Oh my god, I keep hitting Y too soon. 1, 2, 3. Now I was too slow. There we go. See? That's just an updated animation from his Dynasty Warriors 4 and 5 moveset. God damn it, it's so good. And then that. Fuck. Like, that makes me want to play as these Dynasty Warriors characters more. Any of the characters that were clones in 7. It's just, mwah, so good. So good. And a lot of the movesets that they added in are from older games.
God.
So, like, if you play this with their Dynasty Warriors 5 and 4 costumes, and you use those movesets, it's like fucking nostalgia. So good. Also, can someone tell me why this costume of Sima-Yi in the purple outfit wasn't used while he was actually with the Wei army before he, like, the Jin story took over? Oh, I have Lion's Fang on every single character, at least until their attack is maxed out. Oh, jeez. Why couldn't I have tomorrow off? That is one of the unfortunate parts about streaming every Sunday. It's easier to stream every Sunday because, you know, usually by the end of Sunday, all of the weekend stuff has been taken care of. But, yeah, having to work the next day, not fun. Especially if you have to work, like, first thing in the morning. Yeah, like some people in Wei, like Jiashu, have a purple outfit. So like the purple doesn't look too off from the darker blue of Wei. And then he could have had the lighter blue when he switches over to Jin. Which is why I liked his costume for Dynasty Warriors 8, where it was purple and light blue. Like, it just, like, that made perfect sense to have him have a costume that fits both Wei and Jin. He does remind me a lot of Cao Pi. Oh, I didn't think I was gonna hit somebody with that. Oh, you would say She is more competent than P? I would say the opposite. Like, Cao Pi definitely has that more commander-esque, like, mentality. Whereas She has that, but he's definitely more arrogant than Cao Pi. I mean, Cao Pi is still arrogant, but his arrogance is more like, you know... I'm having a hard time, like, describing the differences in their personality. Because they are so fucking similar. But, like, Cao Pi is like, how dare you believe that you could fight against me? Whereas, like, Sima Shi is kind of more along the lines of, I wouldn't sully my blade against you. You know what I mean? Like, Cao Pi is a little bit more calm and collected than Sima Shi. I don't know if I would say it's nostalgia bias, because, like, I always forget that Cao Pi exists. Like, even in my review of Samurai Warriors 5, I was talking about how sometimes you can tell some of the fashion stylings that happen during each game. Like in Dynasty Warriors 4, how a lot of the characters had, like, longer, more baggy sleeves. Whereas with Dynasty Warriors 5, they all wore arm guards. And not many characters. I think Zhang Jiao might be the only character that had, like, the longer sleeve that kind of drooped. But then I was mentioning how, you know, in Dynasty Warriors 3 and 4, like, there were more capes than there were in 5. I was like, there's only one character that has a cape in 5, and that's Yuan Shao. But no, Cao Pi also had a cape in 5. I just forgot. I haven't used fucking Nobunaga for most of this stage. And he's in the thumbnail of this live stream. I think he was the one that I put in the thumbnail. Is he? I'm forgetting now. This is probably why I didn't use Nobunaga a whole lot, because he still only has his third level weapon, and he's not dealing nearly as much damage as everybody else. Also, Sima-Yi's moveset is just too good. Throw one of these out. Need to wake the fuck up. If I'm yawning this much right now, and I don't have a good fucking sleep tonight, I'm gonna be pissed. I can't be the only one who constantly, like, has days where it's just yawning all day long, feeling so exhausted, and then you try to go to sleep and you can't fall asleep. When you do fall asleep, and then you wake up, you feel like you've had next to no sleep. Even though, technically, you had, like, 6-7 hours of sleep. Though you went to bed at a time where you would have got 10 hours of sleep. God. It sucks not being a computer and not being able to just fucking shut down, reboot. Though I think a majority of the reason why I feel tired right now is because of all the work that I've been doing with the collection. I'll have to take a picture once everything is set in place and done. Because as it stands now, I still have quite a bit of stuff to put away. But we have 12 more shelves of stuff, or 12 more shelves to use for our stuff. So it looks fantastic. And the fact that we're able to, like, look over at the wall and see all of our manga now, and not just, like, manga that is, like, in front of other manga. Because the collection was getting to that point where it was, like, we had to put stuff in front of other stuff. Like, we have figures in front of some of the manga and the DVDs and that sort of stuff, and that's fine, because, you know, that's not hiding the stuff that's behind it. You can still, like, look around the figure and be like, oh, that's where that manga or that DVD or that Blu-ray is. But no, before, it was like, okay, I feel like I don't know what manga I have because I can't see all of the manga. Yeah, I find if I do any sort of exercise, but I always find that when I do exercise, it energizes me. So, like, I feel like I can't fall asleep if I exercise. What I used to do is, and I should probably get back into doing it, and now that we've reorganized and we have the manga in better shape, it'll make it easier. But what I used to do is, for the last half hour before I would go to sleep, I would sit in bed, drink a herbal tea, and read a couple chapters in a manga. And that is what actually, like, I found would help me fall asleep. As long as the manga wasn't, like, so enthralling that it was like, okay, I need to read the entirety of this series before I even fall asleep. One kill equals... No. 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 Ugh. Why I read economic journals. But you see, that's the other thing, is like, if I don't get the dopamine hit of reading something enjoyable, I'm gonna be like, well, I can't fall asleep until I feel good enough. Gotta love ADHD. Not being able to regulate that dopamine. But I do have there. I don't know if you can see them on the floor. I have my free weights here. They're I call them free weights instead of dumbbells because they're priced at the amount that they get used. Stupid joke is stupid. Now who should I play as? Because I need to get everybody up to, like... Honestly, I need to get everybody up to level 50. Because once everybody's at level 50, they can be used in any stage, at any difficulty of normal or easy. Oh, I do plan to keep working out. It's just trying to find the time. Because when you work an 8-hour shift, only to finish to work 4 hours with YouTube, it's like, well, okay, I have enough time to eat and enough time to sleep, and that's I have a hard time falling asleep with noise. So, like, I can't do music, I can't do white noise or anything like that. But I can use music and white noise to, like, get into the mood for sleep. So, like, last night what I did is I took a CBD edible and just, like, sat back on the couch, headphones on, listening to, like, Atelier Ryza soundtrack. God, that put me in the mood to fucking sleep. And I had a good sleep, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing tonight. But, the issue with that is that since I had a good sleep, woke up, you know, did a little bit of recording, got some gameplay footage, and then I was like, you know what? I'm feeling good. I'm gonna build those other shelves for the manga collection and reorganize that wall. Well, that was stupid of me to do that before the live stream, because I'm not finished yet, but I got everything pushed aside to finish it tomorrow by 6:30 when I was supposed to go live at 7. And I didn't actually go live until like 7:15, 7:20 because I realized that I didn't actually install Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, which won the poll last time. Yes, 8-hour shift. And then I usually work like 3 to 4 hours on YouTube, whether it's gathering gameplay footage, working on thumbnails, figuring out jokes and stuff, because I want to make more, entertainment style videos where it's not just me reviewing the game. I want it to be something that even if you know my opinion on the game, you'll want to watch the video for the more entertainment aspect of like the jokes, the scripting, the skits that I do. Yeah, I don't really talk about my work because I don't want to dox myself. I'd rather not run into a situation like that, so I just don't talk about it. Terry is right. If I were the CEO of Koei, every game would have so many costumes. Yeah, but once I think tomorrow, when I'm done of work, I can get the shelves finished up, and I can take a picture and show it in the chat in Discord, because I love the way it looks. Like, I'm just looking over and seeing our manga, our movies. It looks so good. Anyways. No, Terry, what I would do is I wouldn't necessarily be like demanding my artists to make me more costumes. What I would be like is, okay, here's what we're going to do. Team, here's what we're going to do. We're going to sit down, we're going to throw a shit ton of ideas down on paper. We already got a ton of past costumes that we can use. We can use every single past costume that we've ever made. I want you to throw a shit ton of concepts down on paper. As soon as you, like, finish a concept, show it to me. As long as it's, like, reasonable that this character would wear it, it's getting approved. Oh, my legs are getting stiff. I stood for like most of the day to get all of this stuff done, and now I'm sitting for most of the evening to stream. So my body is like, what is wrong with you, dude? Trying to think, what other characters could have like the cloned movesets that... Well, there's Sun Jian. We'll play as him. Maybe Zhang Jiao will have something unique. No, I wouldn't throw someone to Activision. Oh shit, we got new characters that I haven't been pumping growth points into. Send him to Blizzard. Speaking of Activision Blizzard, there's a game that I've actually been kind of getting back into. What was I doing here? Oh yeah, I was buying... Might as well take it all. But yeah, there's one game that I have been getting back into, and I got back into it because of the Wii U video that I have planned for once I finish Xenoblade Chronicles X on the Tuesday streams. And like, it's not a Wii U exclusive, but it has Wii U exclusive content. And like, we're gonna go into standing, so I'm gonna grab a couple of things and... Ugh. So, like... I have both the games for Wii U, and I did want to at least get some footage of these characters before I actually unplug the Wii U, just in case I ever want to mention this again and don't feel like hooking up the Wii U just to get a couple of gameplay clips. And it's Skylanders. I actually have the Donkey Kong and Bowser Skylanders that also act as amiibos. And they are surprisingly fun to play as in Skylanders. So I ended up getting back into Skylanders to the point where one of my cubes in my shelf has my power bases, all of my figures. So that one has the last 3 games, maybe the last 4 games worth of figures, but it also has my Disney Infinity stuff, which I'm not going to get that set up because Disney Infinity 1, 2, and 3 are all on Steam, and you don't need the figures for it, so like, I have no purpose of using all of the figures anymore. Like, once I get more shelves and stuff, I'm gonna have them on display, but like, I have no purpose for that. But then I have this other cube that has, like, the first 3 games power bases, and also my Starlink stuff. Because, yes, I got stupid for Toys to Life stuff. I mean, how could I not get into Skylanders when it was the evolution of Spyro, and then the final game, they put Crash on it? I even, in the last Skylanders game, Imaginators, you can make your own characters. And there's a voice for the giant voice. And you can put any voice on any character. It doesn't have to be a giant, but that's the giant voice. And this voice is one that everybody will recognize as one of the strongest warriors of history. Yes, Jameson Price, the voice of Lu Bu, is a voice that you can give your custom Skylanders character. So I, of course, had to make Lu Bu in Skylanders Imaginators, and I did do a Let's Play challenge like 7 years ago, I want to say, where I just played through a stage on, I think, the hardest difficulty. Can you legally buy Disney Infinity on Steam now? Yeah, you can buy Disney Infinity on Steam. In fact, I've been meaning to play Disney Infinity on Steam. I've bought 2 and 3. I was gonna wait and buy 1, but I might buy it sometime soon, because it's not super expensive, I don't think. Ooh. I've never watched Naruto, so I can't say. Also, someone was asking, what Dynasty, Samurai, Warriors games have I completed 100%? I have to actually look at the collection. I know that I got all of the achievements for 5 Empires, Dynasty Warriors 5 Empires, 6 Empires, 7, and I got all of the trophies for 7 as well. I got all of the trophies for 8 Extreme Legends Complete Edition on both PS4 and PS3 Vita. I got all of the trophies for 9 and all of the achievements for 9. Oh, I did get all of the trophies for 6 Empires as well. So 6 Empires I did 100% complete on both 360 and PS3. Same with 7 and 9. I got all of the achievements for Samurai Warriors 2. I think I've got them all for 2 Empires. And 2 Extreme Legends on 360. I got all of the trophies for Spirit of Sanada. All of the achievements for Warriors Orochi 1 and 2 on 360. All of the achievements for Dynasty Warriors Gundam 1. I am very close to getting all of the trophies for Gundam Reborn on PS3. I've got all the achievements for Fist of the North Star Ken's Rage 1. I am missing one trophy for PS4 of One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. I feel like there's more. I feel like I'm missing something. No, I think that's it. I think that's everything. Well, let's get back to actually playing the game. We haven't even started this stage yet. Man, you know what I miss is the PS2, Xbox, GameCube, Dreamcast days, where, like, there was so much experimentation and, like, weird shit going on in the industry of, like, there's a ton of games that were great that would not be put out even in the PS3 360 era. Like, does anybody remember Under the Skin? That game was so much fun. And so much, like, stupid fun, too. Oh my god, Sunjan has that attack. Oh, the nostalgia. Just like, just inject it into me. Fuck. How about you? What sort of attacks do you have? Do you have anything that's unique? Oh, I think that is unique. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, he only has the one attack change, is the C1, which is disappointing. What about you, Zhao Pi? Yeah, you wouldn't change the charge attack before an EX attack. Oh, you don't know what Under the Skin is? It's a Capcom game where you play as an alien, and I forget the exact point of the game, but you're posing as a human, and I forget exactly what you're doing, but like, essentially what you'll do is you'll shoot a human with your gun, which only stuns them, it doesn't kill them. And then you take over their body. And essentially, if you do something that's not human, the other humans will notice, and you'll turn back into the alien. And you have to run away from the cops and stuff. But I remember there was a stage in that game where you were in Raccoon City, and you had to, like, take over the Stars characters and run away from Nemesis or something like that. All I remember is that, like, at the time, that was my experience with fucking Resident Evil, was through Under the Skin. Hey, no problem, Bushin. Also, I haven't played Like a Dragon Gaiden yet. I did install it on my PS5, so it's there, ready for me to play at some point. I had planned to finish getting all of my Wii U footage for the Wii U video, and then I was going to play a little bit today, and then plans changed when I was like, you know what, I have enough energy to build these shelves, so I did that instead. I've been meaning to play a lot more of the like PS2 era games on the channel. There was one video idea I had, and I'll probably still do it, but I need to remember all of them, or at least a good chunk that would be good enough to make a video on. But I want to make a video about, like, all of the hidden gems that I've played over the years, of, like, going to rental stores and just picking a game off the shelf because literally judging a book by its cover and being like, well, this game looks good, I'm gonna pick it up. And then, like, that's how a very impressionable kid picks up a JRPG. So I remember picking up Vandal Hearts because I was like, this looks like a cool game. Or I think it's a Brigand for PS1. Because there were mechs on it that looked like it came from Escaflowne. Oh, well, there you go. There. But, like, I want to do a video on all the hidden gems that I played, but also all the shitty games. You know, all the games that you go back and you play them and you're like, how did I fucking enjoy this? How did I get any sort of enjoyment out of this game back in the day? Like, you can literally go watch that happening in real time when I went back and played Inuyasha Feudal Combat. I did a live stream of unlocking all the characters, and it was like, well, I guess that's the game. That's the game. Well, I wanted to do one video specifically on the gems and one video specifically on the shit. Because, like, another game that happened with was Dragon Seeds. I remember renting that so many times from the local rental shop. And that game goes for, like, at least $100 now. But I imported a Japanese copy because I just wanted one copy of the game in the collection. And the Japanese version you can buy on eBay for like 10, 15, maybe $20 at most. So it's a lot more affordable than the frickin' North American version. And then I did eventually get a Japanese PS2, and so I was like, oh, I'll finally be able to play this. No, well, first of all, it's a JRPG, so obviously, trying to play that... Whoa. But, like, trying to play a JRPG only in Japanese is not a good time. But, as well, when I actually got my PC upgraded and was able to play emulators, I was like, well, now I can emulate Dragon Seeds and remember how to fucking play it. And the combat is literally just rock, paper, scissors. And I'm not saying, like, it's like Pokemon, where some moves are stronger than others, so depending on the type. No, you literally have 3 attacks, and it's all rock, paper, scissors. One attack beats the other, so it's really randomized whether one... or whether an enemy's going to use one attack or another. There's nothing to, like... There's no strategy involved. It's just, do you want to use rock, paper, or scissors? Strike Force is not on Steam. Strike Force, I don't believe was ever released for PC. I know the PS3 servers, I believe, are still up, because I did play with, oh, who did I play with? Like, in the last couple of years. I played with somebody. Maybe it was Lighty I played with. I can't remember, but, yeah. Because if it was on Steam, I would be playing a lot more of it. A Samurai Warrior Strike Force would be the bomb. Actually, a Dynasty Warriors Strike Force where the maps are like this instead of like old school Monster Hunter. Now that would be incredible. Oh, another game that I really want to play is some company made a, and I think it's an indie company, made a spiritual successor to Jet Set Radio. And it's not just rollerblades, it's got bikes and skateboards too. And it just looks so fucking cool, and it's on Steam. I'll need to find that game, because I recently added it to my wish list. And hopefully it goes on sale at some point. I think it's like 35, 40 bucks, regular price. So, I mean, it's not terrible if you were to buy it at regular price. Bomb Rush Cyberpunk, yes! Ah! It looks so good. And from what I can tell from, like, the user reviews, is that it's actually really good. Like, some people were even saying it's better than Jet Set Radio. And, like, I got some footage recently of Jet Set Radio, specifically for this Wii U video that I have planned, because I'm going to be talking about all the other consoles that I've unplugged over the years, and God, that game, fuck, it's just good fun. That game, God. But yeah, I definitely want to play some Bomb Rush Cyberpunk at some point, whether it's on stream or not. Hi-Fi Rush is another game that I need to play on stream sometime. Wait, why didn't I include Hi-Fi Rush in this most recent live stream poll? Not that I don't want to play Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, but I've been meaning to play through Hi-Fi Rush for so fucking long. Next time, somebody remind me when we finish Metal Gear Rising that I have to put Hi-Fi Rush on the poll. Oh, Gitaru Man, yes. That is a great game. Do I still have my copy of Yep. I still have my copy of Gitaru Man Lives on PSP, which is, like, the definitive way to play Gitaru Man. I think I've got a demo disc that has the PS2 demo on it, but I don't have the game on PS2. That is one that I need to pick up at some point, because I've got my Koei Tecmo collection behind the behind my computer setup, and then the Warriors collection all right here. But, like, Gitaru Man is another character that I feel would be perfect as a guest character in, like, Warriors Orochi, or should have been a character in Warriors All-Stars, because I think that's where Warriors All-Stars failed. For me, anyways, and I feel like for a lot of other people is that Warriors All-Stars had an opportunity to not only be about the new characters, but also about the nostalgic older characters. But they made it more about, like, the newer characters from the newer games they were putting out. But there's so many characters that they could have made playable in Warriors All-Stars. Like, Gitaru Man is one. Fucking... Where is it? Where the fuck is it? There we go. Fucking Rygar? Anybody? I did a review of the Wii U, or the Wii version of this game. But Rygar should have been in the game in Warriors All-Stars. Should have absolutely been in Warriors All-Stars. Yeah, exactly. Like, I did a video early on in my YouTube career, so wouldn't recommend going back and watching it because the quality is not that great, but I mentioned how if they took U1 from Gitaru Man, he could have had a moveset that's very reminiscent of Motochika, and would have been so much fun. Could have taken some of the characters from Mystic Heroes, Crimson Sea, like, the only character that's from, like, their the closest to their classic catalog is Opuna. And nobody fucking knows who Opuna is. A Mortal Kombat Warriors would be interesting, for sure. But, like, what about even some of the monsters from Monster Rancher? Like Hare or, oh my god. What's his name? The tiger or wolf character. Fucking slipped my head. Looking at some of the other games, like, I mentioned before that an Atelier Muso game would be perfect, but more characters from Atelier's past would be perfect as well. Actually, either Eska or Logi was set to be DLC for Warriors All-Stars, but then it didn't go anywhere. Nobody liked Warriors All-Stars, so they were like, okay, no DLC then. Destrega, yes! I mentioned Destrega in the other video as well. God. Like, there's so many characters they could have put in Warriors All-Stars. And they just chose not to. But anyways, everybody, I think it's time that I call it a night. I am getting eepy. It's time to throw in one of those edibles, sit down, listen to some chill music while I maybe read some manga. And next week we will be playing Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. I did set that up to install right before the stream, so I think Steam pauses downloads while you're playing a game, so it will be installed for sure by the time we do this stream next week. So Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance starting next Sunday. Every Tuesday, don't forget, is Xenoblade Chronicles X. We're getting really close to finishing that game, so also expect in the coming month or so the Wii U video as well. And once I'm done with that, then it's going to be Fatal Frame Maiden of Blackwater. And yeah, I am struggling to remember how to finish a stream. Don't forget, that we are also raising money for Movember, so you can donate in the coffee just link down below. Help us reach our goal. The goal is $500. We're already at $370, so we still have quite a bit of the month left to get that goal, and let's try to blow that goal out of the water. I know we can do this. You can also join the Discord server so that you can keep the conversation going. It doesn't have to end here when the stream ends, so join the server. Go join it. Follow me on my social media. All that other stuff. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know. Anyways, I will see you all in the next stream.